Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Indiana?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Indiana, I'm back. Yes, I made it back this morning. You guys saw I did a video early this morning while sitting in the Orlando, Florida airport. I'm back, and we've got breaking news. We got to get to it. We ain't got time to wait around. So let's talk about it. Good to see everybody here. And we got breaking news coming out of the United Kingdom. Yes, I've had 2 cups of coffee. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and I wanted to take a nap, but nope. There's too much stuff going on. Jesus might come, and I don't want to be asleep when he shows up. Oh, let me just tell you what's going on, okay, real quick here. www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Visible signs of aging only get worse as we age because of a decrease in our naturally produced collagen levels. Every decade, our skin suffers from 10% decrease in its available collagen supply, as well as a decrease in its quality. That means you'll have lost 30% of your collagen your body used to be able to naturally produce by the time you're 45. Which is why you have to start supplementing collagen if you want to keep your youthful glow. In the next minute, I'm going to tell you how anyone can reduce visible signs of aging quickly and easily. After years of researching, the closest thing that anybody has found in today's modern day fountain of youth is collagen by BioTrust. If you go to www.healthwithpaul.com, that's www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. You can revigorate that youthful look with 5 supercharged types of collagen. Plant, egg, and fish collagens are involved, and your body needs this for that youthful looking skin. Restore your skin's elasticity and thickness while reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Do what I've been doing, okay? Look younger at www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Oh, yeah. Why not? Why not? That's what I say. Anyway, so good to see you guys. We've got a new prime minister in the UK. Sorry if my background is a little bit off here in Indiana. It's the first time I've got this going, and I'm close. It's not as good as the one I have in Florida, but I'll have it fixed. So just hang with me. But here we go. Look at this. There's a new prime minister, Rishi Rich. I mean, it's almost Richie Rich, okay, the cartoon. Seriously, this guy is broke down with cash. He's richer than the royals. And isn't that interesting that Liz Truss got shoved to the street because, and she was only, they used this woman, I have to say this, they used her for one reason, to get rid of Boris Johnson. Because Boris Johnson, he got him through the Brexit, but now they're in an economic situation and they need to fix it. I believe this is really all part of the global, the great reset. I think this is it's time. The Queen Elizabeth is now gone. Liz Truss, Boris Johnson's gone. Liz Truss is gone. Now you got Richie Rich in there. Richie Rich and King Charles, both are globalists. Both are big time financial gurus and global elitists. This is a very big power move in the UK. Richie Rich, and his real name is Rishi Sunak. He's an Indian descent from India. His descent is, and he's a citizen, of course, of the UK. And Rishi Sunak is the new prime minister. He's smooth as silk too, I have to say. Here's his opening statement as he took over as the new prime minister of the United Kingdom.
I am humbled and honoured to have the support of my parliamentary colleagues and to be elected as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party. It is the greatest privilege of my life to be able to serve the party I love and give back to the country I owe so much to. The United Kingdom is a great country, but there is no doubt we face a profound economic challenge. We now need stability and unity, and I will make it my utmost priority to bring our party and our country together, because that is the only way we will overcome the challenges we face and build a better, more prosperous future for our children and our grandchildren.
Build a better economy. Build back better. How many times have you heard that one? Well, the players are now in place. This was the last piece that was missing for the mighty move of the Great Reset. You have one of the richest men in the world becoming the new prime minister of the United Kingdom, and you have a new king, King Charles, both of them calling for basically a restructuring of the financial institutions, not just for the United Kingdom, but for the world. Now, Richie Rich, yes, he's vowed to work day in and day out to tackle the United Kingdom's profound challenges, he says, after he was today named Britain's 57th prime minister. Sounds a lot like Tony Blair, but he's not. Mr. Sunak won the support of an overwhelming majority of conservative members of parliament, enabling him to claim the keys to 10th Street. Rishi Sunak stands high and tall. He is a powerful economic giant among the Europeans. On the day of Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. Today is the Hindu festival of lights. Rishi Sunak learns he's become Britain's first prime minister of an Indian heritage. Addressing the Tory members of parliament in parliament after his historic victory, the new Tory leader said, "We must unite or die and deliver for our country." And in a statement to the public delivered from the Conservative Party headquarters, Mr. Sunak said, "The United Kingdom is a great country, but there is no doubt we face a profound economic challenge. We now need stability and unity, and I will make it my utmost priority," he said, "to bring our party and our country together, because this is the only way we will overcome the challenges we face and build a better, more prosperous future for our children and grandchildren. It's the only way to build back better is through the system he is going to recommend to be implemented. And he's got the complete backing of the members of parliament and King Charles. Now, there was others that thought about running. Boris Johnson wanted to get back in. Mrs. Mordaunt wanted in. There were some others, but there was no chance. The fight was fixed on this one from the opening bell. They had to get rid of Boris Johnson. He was too conservative. He was way too conservative for them. Plus, he was old school, and he was a lot like Trump, and they couldn't do anything with him. So they had to shove him to the street. They used Liz Truss to get rid of him. They gave her 44 days, while it just so happened that during those 44 days, the Queen of England died, who also was kind of standing in the way. She was very conservative and did not want any major changes to the system. So she's gone. Truss is gone. King Charles steps in. He immediately starts talking about new economic restructuring that needs to be done. And guess who they bring in? A man even more wealthier than the monarchy itself, and that is Rishi Sunak. This is important. And I'm not throwing off on the guy because he's wealthy. Praise God for anyone that's prospered. But this isn't about that. This is about what is his objective. Everything he said was there's only one way to build back better, basically, and that is his way, and it is the economic way of prosperity. But what does that mean for the little people? What does that mean for the average tax-paying citizen of the United Kingdom? What does that mean? Now, his chances of moving to Downing Street were dramatically hampered when Boris Johnson informally launched a spectacular come-from-behind bid to run again. But the ex-prime minister left his glamorous holiday in the Dominican Republic to fly back to London to shore up his support. And Tory heavyweights split between two camps, James Cleverly and Priti Patel going Team Boris, while Grant Shapps and others were waving the flag for Rishi. And over the weekend, Mrs. Mordaunt trailed behind the pair with only around 24 members of parliament backing her. So on Saturday, it was Rishi Sunak and Boris Johnson who met with each other for late night peace talks. This is where the deal was made. Something took place. Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak got in a room and talked way into the night. When they came out of there, Boris Johnson was stepping aside and a new prime minister was about to be crowned. Johnson threw in the towel, and Rishi Sunak is now your new prime minister. We do not know what went on in that secret meeting and what went on in behind closed doors, but whatever it was, Boris Johnson stepped away. Now, in a statement, Boris Johnson said, "I believe I am well placed to deliver a conservative victory in 2024. And tonight I can confirm that I have cleared a very high hurdle of 102 nominations, including a prosper and secondary. And I could put my nomination in tomorrow. But of course, in these last days, I have sadly come to the conclusion that this would simply not be the right thing to do." Why not, Boris? What went on late Saturday night? You can't govern effectively unless you have a united party in parliament. So Bojo, praised by some from his party for taking the back seat and allowing Rishi Sunak, a financial, very wealthy individual, to step in and take control of the government there in the United Kingdom. We all owe to our country and to each other, said Rishi Sunak, to unite and work together for the good of the nation. This afternoon, Sunak addressed the members of parliament at a private meeting and of the 1922 committee, they're called, where he received 3 standing ovations. The prime minister to be appealed for unity as he addressed the colleagues and pledged every wing of the party will be in his new cabinet. He also ruled out calling an early general election. Mr. Sunak's main message to his divided party was this: we must unite or die and deliver for our country. Responding to Rishi Sunak's coordination, outgoing Prime Minister Mistrust said, "Congratulations on being appointed as the leader of the Conservative Party and our next prime minister. You have my full support." Now, everybody's getting in line. Truss got in line. Boris Johnson got in line. We don't know what went on, what kind of arm twisting went on in that back room. Don't know how much money was being transferred during that. We don't know what kind of deals were struck in that back room. But whatever it was, Rishi Sunak has emerged. And you have to understand, folks, I've been studying this quite a bit, the arrival of King Charles. Even I think, first of all, I had always had studied King Charles and the heritage he has for some time, knowing that once he became king, there would be a shift in global power. But I really noticed it immediately after he got in, when Mike from Around the World came on a Thursday night and said, there's certain things that can't be done unless there's a king. And that king is King Charles. Now, he immediately goes to work in securing Rishi Sunak to become the new prime minister, a very wealthy man who also believes in economic reform and says there's only one way to deliver prosperity, and that's going to be, I believe, it's their positioning. Now, you watch the World Economic Forum, because both of these guys are part of that. You're going to see a major, when I say both of them, I'm talking about King Charles and this new prime minister, Rishi Sunak. You're going to see now a major shift toward the Great Reset. Will they implement it in the next 30 days? No. Look for it to be done during the year 2023. There may be a couple more moves they got to help get in place, but I have studied the different. I mean, Justin Trudeau, he's all for it in Canada. Joe Biden's for it in America. Emmanuel Macron is for it in France. I mean, guys, I'm trying to find a world leader who's not for it. I'm trying to find a world leader who's not for it, other than Putin. And Putin's not for anything that the Europeans or the West is going to do. Neither is President Xi. So the Chinese and the Russians are not for it because they each have their own agenda. Look, President Xi was just made emperor, if you will, of China. And Putin's already been made king of Russia. So you can see there's been some serious shifts. What about the Israeli prime minister, Yair Lapid? Guys, he's already offered to part the land of Israel. He's offered it on a silver platter. And so the world's positioning, you can see what's going on here. The world leaders are getting in position for the Great Reset, which will have a major effect in many areas. You have to understand, but this guy taking over, Rishi Rich, when he takes over, do you know what kind of relationship he'll build with India? Being of Indian descent, he will immediately strike a deal with President Modi, an economic advantageous to the nation of India for sure. And that's big because India is one of the BRIC nations, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They're called the BRIC, the 5 BRIC nations that were trying to create their own currency. Well, India plays a major piece of that. You just jerk them out of that and restructure this into a global reset. This is what's happening now. This is a whole change that's taking place, and this is all biblical, the Great Reset. So maybe I'm the first guy that's picked up on this. I haven't seen anybody picking up on the significance of Rishi Sunak and his connections with King Charles, and the fact that the Great Reset, these are the guys, and this guy comes out of nowhere. Okay, he comes literally out of nowhere. He's smooth. He is smooth as silk, and is extremely wealthy. And he and King Charles are lockstep, side by side with each other, and you're going to see a serious change, a shift in the Great Reset. They might even be able to work things close with the Chinese Emperor Xi Jinping. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting now how this plays out. But imagine a very, 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 very powerful. I mean, and all of them are embracing this guy. It's like he's promising them the deliverance. I mean, Macron, everybody is like falling at his feet. This is unbelievable, guys. So keep a close eye on this one. I'll be watching and I'll be praying. And my main goal is not to get involved in it from a political standpoint. I'm pointing this out from a biblical prophecy standpoint, that this is another move, just one more move closer to the rise of the New World Order. And it has to be involved in it, has to be a new great reset, a new economic structure. Give your life to Jesus Christ, folks, because we are running, and I mean this, we are running out of time. Maybe salvation is what you should be thinking about more than anything. That's what I'm thinking. And do you know when you get saved, God changes your life? Did you realize that God can put your life back together again? Kevin Wilson wrote a beautiful song, and I recorded it on my album, Harmonize and Prophesy. And I'd like to play it for you right now. I remember the night I first gave my life to Jesus. I was lost and all alone and so undone. There were pieces of me here, pieces of me there, and I was so broken. Then I asked Jesus, can you put me back together again? And I know where I was then, I know where I am now. You came to me and you saved me and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. You know, this walk in life, it's full of many decisions. And we live with each and every one we make. But the best decision I ever made was when I asked the Lord, can you come and heal this broken man that I am? And I know where I was then, I know where I am now. He came to me and you saved me and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. And I know where I was then, I know where I am now. You came to me and you saved me. You turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. That is such a beautiful song. Written by Kevin Wilson, and it's on that new album, Harmonize and Prophesy. 7 days left, guys, till Halloween. So who cares, right? You do. Unmask. Halloween Unmask. You want to get this. Get your ticket. Mike Around the World. It's going to be incredible what he's going to deliver in this webinar, along with Bart Begley's film and my presentation. It's going to be incredible. We launch it when? Halloween night at 6 p.m. Monday evening, October 31st. Get your tickets now. Halloween Unmask. And let's just rip the Band-Aid off the devil. Let's tear his mask down. Let's expose, let's unmask the devil. We're going to do it. And we're going to shine a light in the darkness. Give your life to Jesus Christ, guys. We're truly, truly, truly living in the last days. Love all you guys. And I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Yeah, we're in the end times. Are you saved? Get your silver also. Heidi said, remind them about their silver, Paul. It's almost November 1st. Don't mess around. Tell them to stock up on the silver. Okay, I'm telling them. God bless you guys.